Alright guys, I am James McIntyre. This is the James McIntyre channel, and I have been tagged yet again in another questions video. This one, I was tagged by Driveshaft Drew via Dark Matter to answer these 10 questions. So, let's get to it. Alright guys, so what do you say we cut the crap and steamroll through these questions, shall we? Question number 1. What do you like best about YouTube? Well, I like the camaraderie and the friendships and all the knowledge that I've gained from watching everyone's channels. There's a lot of great information on YouTube. Awesome place. Question number 2. What advice would you give a new YouTuber? Well, I think I would say, do your videos for you. Of course, everyone's going to be watching those videos, but your content is your own. Don't get discouraged. But, like I said, do your videos for you. Question number 3. Where do you see your channel this time next year? Well, hopefully I'll still be making YouTube videos. I mean, you never know. Question number 4. If you could change anything about YouTube, what would it be? You know, I use my phone a lot for recording and uploading videos. And on my phone I have photo and video editors. It would be nice if YouTube would get with these video editor creators and put some music on those applications that is compatible with YouTube, instead of YouTube dinging the creators for copyright. Question number 5. What is the funniest thing you ever did? Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know if it's the funniest thing I ever did. It's kind of now it's kind of funny, the funniest thing that I've ever lived through. When I was a wildland firefighter back in my early 20s, somebody decided to put liquid laxative in my coffee. And it's a good thing that I was driving the truck, because we made a lot of stops between our camp and the fire. A lot of stops. And by the time I got to the fire camp, man, I had to change my pants. And I mean, it's funny now. I mean, to me it's funny, but it wasn't then. I was pretty pissed. Question number 6. If you could buy any camera, what would it be and why? Well, you know, I use my cell phone for my videos, but if I could buy any camera, I think it would be a GoPro and maybe an external mic. Question number 7. Name 5 random funny things in your life. Are you kidding me? Come on, Dark. Let's see. Well, one was when my wife told me that she was pregnant. I come home from work, and I was doing drywall, and I was all sweaty and tired and dirty. And she was making dinner, and she shows me this pregnancy test. She says, "You know what that is?" I said, "Yeah, I know what that is." She said, "Do you know what it says?" I said, "Yeah, I know what it says." I said, "Those things come 2 in a box, right?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, do it again." And another one was a few years ago. I was down in Hollywood with my wife and my kids and some friends of ours. And we were going to the Hooters on Hollywood Boulevard. And walking down Hollywood Boulevard, we all come across this clown that was making balloon animals on the sidewalk, standing on top of a milk crate. And after about 15 minutes of watching this guy make these balloon animals, I wasn't real impressed. I just wanted to go to get to the Hooters, because the owner of the Hooters is from Pittsburgh, and if you wear a Steeler jersey, you get free wings and free beer. So I wanted my bucket of chicken, and I wanted my pitcher of beer. So this clown looks at me and goes, "Somebody needs the balloon." And he starts making this balloon animal thing, right? And I looked at my wife. I'm like, what the hell just happened right now, right? So he starts making this thing, and what he ended up making was this crown. But it had a big old wiener and a big old set of balls on it. I looked at her and I said, you know what? I'm not wearing this crap. So my friend that was with us, he put it on his head, and we ended up skipping down the sidewalk of Hollywood Boulevard, holding hands, going to the Hooters. Okay? So we go into the Hooters. Now keep in mind, he's still got this thing on his head. We sit down in the booth. The waitress comes, gets our drink orders and all this stuff. And the owner of the Hooters comes over, and he sets a bucket of wings down and a pitcher of beer. And he looks at my friend and he goes, "Why do you have that on your head? What is that?" And he goes, "Oh my God, I forgot I still had that on my head," right? So a few minutes later, the owner of the Hooters comes back and he goes, "Look, I only have one question for you. What is your favorite NFL team?" My friend says, "Well, Dallas Cowboys. Why?" And the owner says, "That kind of explains the crown on your head." Then a third one, I guess, would be I was playing video games with my son in my bedroom, and it was some old school games. You know, I can't remember if it was Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. It was one of those two, and I ended up kicking the crap out of him. And he looked over at me with a serious face, and he goes, "Dad, I'm telling you right now, if you ever do that to me ever again, I'm going to punch you right in your butthole." Yeah, that's number 3. To keep this kind of short, I'm going to skip the last couple, and we're just going to move on to number 8. Number 8, if you woke up to 1,000,000 subs, what would you do? Honestly, I'd be happy, but I would also be in disbelief, and I probably wouldn't believe it. I thought, I'd probably think that somebody was playing a joke on me or something. Question number 9. Pick one of your favorite YouTubers and describe them. What kind of weird question is that? All right, let me think for a second here. Captain Jerk. That's a sexy ginger. And that's all I'm going to say. Number 10. What would you say to the big YouTubers if you could talk to them? I don't know. I would probably ask them, what the secret of their success was. How did they get to be as big as they are? I think that's going to be it for these damn questions. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I've got to pick 3 YouTubers, to answer these questions. The first one is Red Panda. I'd like to hear what she has to say. The second one is Central Oregon Desert Explorers. Come on, Code. Do the questions for me, buddy. I'd like to hear what you had to say. And number 3 is Southern Backroad Outdoors. Come on, Hillbilly. Answer the questions, buddy. Anyway, guys, that's it for these damn questions. You know what? I got one more thing. Now, my buddy MD Outdoors loves his Jameson. And that's what makes him him. But for me, it's the Fireball. That's what makes me me. And you know what? Since I got the Fireball out here, there you go. Salud. Yep. It's been an awesome interview. Love the questions. Oh. Man, that's rank. Damn, dark matter. That's gross. We got to get out of here. Let's go, guys.